Season 3 of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Warzone is officially here, and we have the roadmap and the patch notes, and we're going to go over all of this. I'm going to start out by going over multiplayer zombies, then we're going to work our way to Warzone. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video because there is so much stuff, more so on the Warzone side. And I know you multiplayer zombies players are going to feel so left out, but this is such a needed change and such a needed Warzone update. And it just kind of all got shoved onto this one season. We are going to start off with multiplayer zombies, though, as I mentioned. So your 6 new 6v6 maps are going to be Barrage, Haven, Nomad, Signal. Firing Range is making its return in a remastered form, and then Blaze Town. I'm going to be willing to bet that Blaze Town comes out with the Blaze of Glory event that happens later on in the season, which is kind of probably going to go with the 420 theme. Just the Blaze name kind of gives that away. So we are getting Sharpshooter, which I believe is a classic game mode from way back in the day. Demolition, Joint Operations, which is probably also going to come with this Blaze of Glory event. We're getting a new Score Streak, which is the Death Machine. Close Shave is coming. Vendetta, which is also a new perk, is coming. You zombies players, you're getting a new map called Shattered Veil. You're getting Double Tap is making its return for the first time in like 10 years. You're getting 2 new Wonder Weapons, the Ray Gun Mark II and the Wonder Waff OG2. Team Cranked is coming in its own LTM. Frost Blast is going to be a new field upgrade. Zombies Snacks is going to be a new LTM as well. And then you're getting 3 new Gobble Gums. New weapons, we are getting a ton of them. You're getting the AMAX. You're getting an SMG called the Ladra. You're getting the HDR, the Nail Gun, and the Kilo. The Kilo is going to be a Call of Duty Warzone thing, and it's going to be a login reward for Call of Duty Warzone. You're also going to get the Kali Sticks. The Monolithic Suppressor is making its return for the first time since Modern Warfare 2019. You're also going to get a conversion kit for the SWAT 556, which is going to make it the Growl. That is also going to be a Battle Pass item along with the Monolithic Suppressor. I wonder how many times we've had that. Like, just like a suppressor or something as a Battle Pass item, and somebody's actually excited about it. You're going to get the C9 10mm auto 30-round mag. You're also going to get a 7.62 mini rocket conversion. We're going to get into all this later on if you guys are confused as to what these are. You're also getting Hudson, a fan favorite of Mace, is coming back. You're getting the Rose skin coming back, but they have made some changes. That way it's not too overpowered. You're getting a Black Ops tribute event. You're getting a Blaze of Glory event. You're getting the Call of Duty Endowment Got Your 6 event. You're going to be getting Ray and Silent Bob. I'm sorry, I do not know who Ray or Silent Bob is, so if that's some sort of culture thing, I don't know about it. I'm sorry. You can yell at me in the comment section. We're getting a Digital Dreaming, which I think is just them saying, hey, we don't have a lot of bundles for you guys. And then, of course, we're getting the Call of Duty Endowment United Forces Tracer Pack. Okay, so getting our first look at some of these maps. I'm personally excited to play this map, which is Barrage. I'm excited to play Barrage. It looks cool. It looks like it has its lines of sight, which you can see right here, but it also looks like it can be close quarters at some points. Of course, we're getting firing range, which is just having some cosmetic changes, and that's about it. Nothing really changes about it each time that it drops, except for that one time that I believe it was like flooded, which was horrible back in Black Ops 4. Nomad is going to be a 2v2 map as well as Signal will be. Not sure how I feel about this. It's really open. It's meant to be close quarters. I'm sure that back here in the back where my mouse is going to be a part of the map too, but I'm not sure how I feel about this one. But I'm always sketchy about our 2v2 maps and stuff like that. Sharpshooter, it says flex your skills in this classic Black Ops free-for-all party mode where every operator is assigned the same loadout, which changes every 45 seconds. Each cycle introduces a new primary and secondary weapon, from scoped sniper rifles to akimbo pistols, plus a new dedicated melee weapon and a tactical and lethal equipment. Your first elimination, you'll get increased movement speed. Second will be increased reload speed. Third will be increased sprint recovery speed. Fourth, increased ADS. Fifth, you'll earn double score and elimination on enemies when eliminating enemies, and that will just keep going. You'll keep getting double score and stuff like that as you keep the kills going. Demolition is making a return in its classic form. You get your first look at the nail gun. Then we're getting the Cali sticks, which the nail gun was kind of overlooked in all the hype about the return of the Kilo and stuff. The HDR is making its return. I know this is going to be so overused, but I'm okay with it. Your AMAX is going to make a return, and then the Kilo, of course, is making its return. Excited about all the return. I used the AMAX so much back in the day. So we're getting the close shave perk. It says automatically use your dedicated melee to attack when you perform a weapon butt attack. Simply tap the melee button to attack just like the old days. You'll stab them with a knife. Like that change, which I feel like that shouldn't be a perk change. I feel like that should just be something that happens. But to each their own, right? Death Machine is going to be making a return, aka the minigun is going to be making a return. It seems like this is added every few Call of Duties, and everybody likes it, so cool. Shattered Veil, we're getting into some of this zombie stuff right now. Of course, double tap is making a return, as I mentioned a minute ago. It's in its classic form. The double tap augments will be, your major augments will be double jeopardy, double impact, and double standard. Double jeopardy is normal zombies at low health have a chance to die immediately when shot. Double impact is double hits on the same target in quick succession, deal more damage. Double standard, all non-critical shots do double damage, only applies to normal bullet weapons. Your minor augments will be double time, double or nothing, and double play. Moving on to some of the new zombies weapons, you get a look at the ray gun and the Wonderwolf, the new versions of the ray gun and the Wonderwolf, I should say. They look cool. I'm not much for zombies. I don't play it a lot. I play it just casually for fun. So that's not really my cup of tea. Getting a look at some of your new zombies that you're getting this season. This one's called which I believe this one's called the Elder Disciple. Keep your distance and kill these quickly because they can kind of power up and morph other zombies into different types of zombies is the way I'm potentially reading this, and they become more powerful as they go. Toxic zombies, pretty self-explanatory, but this Elder Disciple, I would kill these quickly, get rid of them fast, and these will be a problem once you get into the higher rounds. I can already see it. Your new Gobblegums tactical diffusion, disables the next nuke power-up explosion you activate and gives everyone 2,000 essence instead. Support group, gobble up this tasty Gobblegum to acquire the RCXD Mangler Cannon, Sentry Gun, and Munition Injection. Support items. I wonder if it gives you those all at the same time, or if it just like drops on the ground like that one Gobblegum does. Interesting. Die pitched. It just increases the zombies screech for like 3 minutes or something. You're getting your new camo hub, which looks pretty cool. It helps you have all your camo stuff and be able to see all your camos in one specific area. It's easier to look at than going to other guns just consecutively. This guy, it's going to be in the Black Ops tribute event. His name is John Black Ops. No, I am not kidding. They named a guy John Black Ops as part of the Black Ops tribute event, which is pretty cool. I hope there's some good rewards in there that like give a callback to every Black Ops and not just this silly skin. Rose skin, I mentioned they made some changes. You can see they added some gold, and I'm willing to bet that's their way of trying to prevent camping with this skin in Warzone, as well as them increasing some of the brightness around Verdansk, which we'll get to later on in this video. Hudson is making a return. I know there's going to be a big bunch of Hudson users. Hudson is a fan favorite. Another fan favorite, Mace, is making his return. I wasn't personally a major fan of him, but I see the appeal. And then, of course, as I mentioned, John Black Ops is a new skin that you will be getting as well. The first 3 skins you will be getting in the Battle Pass. Rose will be in the Black Cell, and then John Black Ops will be in the Tribute event. It will be an event reward for Black Ops 6 owners, which I assume that is Black Ops 6 owners only. You're getting a little sneak peek right here of some of the rewards that you're going to get within the Black Ops Tribute event. Looks like you're going to get an emblem. You're going to, which I like that emblem. You're going to have 45-minute weapon XP, a calling card. You're going to get a melee blueprint, stuff like that. They're making some updates to the anti-cheat, but they will not tell us what those are until a later date. Crossplay. You are now getting 3 different versions of crossplay for you console users. You can have crossplay on, which enables matchmaking with all gaming platforms. You can have on plus console only, which is just for you and Xbox to play together, and then off, of course, restricts it to just your current platform. I will tell you that if you join a party with your friend John and John has crossplay turned on, you will be playing with everybody. If you join with your friend Patrick and Patrick has on console only, you'll just play with console only, and so on and so forth. You get the point. But that will be just a temporary change, to let you guys know that. Shaders. I don't know if you console players have this, but for us PC players, this is the most annoying thing on the planet. It is so unstable. They're making some stability changes to this preloading shader stuff. Thank God, because the frame rate is just horrible. You literally, for you console users, I don't believe you have this. If you are like loading your shaders after you update your graphics drivers, you're just sitting at one screen looking at it for all of eternity, because it takes forever to load up, and the frame rate is like 3 frames a second sometimes. It's actually stupid. But they're making some changes to that. Black Cell owners can now complete additional daily challenges in multiplayer and zombies and Call of Duty Warzone for an additional 7,500 XP. The Black Cell daily challenges counts towards the 3 challenges needed to earn daily challenge bonus XP. We're going to move on. Your X4 is getting a 3-round burst mod buff. GPR is getting a visual recoil buff. The Goblin is getting nerfed, which is stupid. The gun sucks. The Asval is getting buffed. The Tonto is getting buffed. The Jackal is getting nerfed severely. The Compact is getting a 3-round burst mod buff, I believe. The shotguns are getting a buff all across the board, but it seems to be more range, which is kind of a problem for me, just to be honest. Buff again. Buff again. Buff for the marksman rifles. I believe all of them are getting a buff. I don't think there's any nerfs. They're just going over the modes that you're getting. Of course, we already went over sharpshooter already. They're adding party games, and in addition to them adding party games in the quick play menu area, gunfight has been added to that list. So if you're looking for gunfight, that's where it's at. Your perks, close shave, we've already went over that. Dispatcher increased the score bonus for interceptors from 100 to 125. And speaking of interceptors, its cost is now reduced from 1,150 to 1,025. War Machine is decreased from 1,300 to 1,150. Your movement updates: reduced slide in max speed scale from 1.6 to 1.55. Reduced slide max time from 0.7 to 0.65. Ranked play, there is some adjustments going on with ranked play. So now you are going to be able, like, if you get booted because your internet cuts out, you're going to have 5 minutes to load back in without anybody losing any SR or anything like that. I know 5 minutes can be very vital when it comes to ranked play and stuff like that. So to each their own. But you will have 5 minutes to join back in that. You are not going to have a hard reset. That will make a lot more sense when we get to Warzone, because Warzone will have a hard reset. Don't scream at me just yet. But I am excited for all the stuff that they're doing with ranked play as far as rejoining matches go, because that's really the big change that they're having now, is the ability to rejoin matches. I believe you're going to have cross-play for ranked play as well for you console users. This is a look at some of the camos that you were getting. I believe we're getting blueprints as well as a ranked play reward, just to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm skipping through some of this. I'm doing my best to get through this in a timely fashion, because this is a long patch notes. And then, of course, you can pause this right here and read some of this. This is some of the UI fixes and stuff like that. Zombies, this is just going over a bunch of bug fixes that they're getting. This is literally just all bug fixes and going over your Team Cranked game mode that you're getting, as well as the Wonderwolf and Ray Gun Mark IIs. I'm just going to let you guys pause right here and read these. And we're going to get going over to Warzone. This is a look at Mace. I'm very excited for this entire update. Like, I haven't been this excited for an update in a long time. Of course, we just went over crossplay. We just went over the shaders, customizations, weapon and blueprint customization. I know there's some people that are going to be so pissed about this. You're now able to customize any Black Ops 6 base weapon or weapon blueprint with a skin you've unlocked or purchased across multiplayer, zombies, and Call of Duty Warzone. For base weapons, you can only change the skin of the base weapon, not any attachments. For blueprints, you can only customize the skins with other existing attachments. I say some people are going to be pissed about that because there is just this massive ban for camo glitching and stuff, for crossing camos and stuff like this. So I know somebody's going to be pissed about it. We already went over this Black Cell daily XP stuff. A look at some of the stuff that we're getting in this update. Okay, so you veteran players, you all know about this Call of Duty Warzone event. Veteran players, you are going to be getting a parachute, a gun screen, and contrails. I'm not going to, I lie. I will say, this is not going to be the only time we get these contrails. We will more than likely get contrails and parachutes if this is well received. We were going to get contrails and parachutes again. I don't know why they didn't release these sooner. These were in Black Ops, or this was in Blackout, and they just never made their way over here to Warzone. They just got away from them, and they could have been making a lot of money off those. Domino is making a return. Milsim USEF is making its return. It's an OG skin. And the Kilo, of course. These are all 3 instant rewards. Your Cali sticks are going to be event mastery reward items. So make sure you max out this reward. This guy with his little hood, you saw this in the Verdansk return trailer that came out the other day. This is a reactive hood, so cool, but I think it'll make you an easier target. Going over a bunch of fixes. They're basically just telling you in this, they've shortened some of the electrical poles. That way, if you run into an electrical pole while you're parachuting in, you're not going to die from fall damage. Tim the Tap Man. They're saying they changed some of the location of trees just slightly. Non-drivable vehicles are made to look non-drivable. That way you don't mistake them for anything. Outdoor ascenders are not going to be a thing until mid-season. Indoor ascenders will stay. Console players, you are going to be able to enjoy 120 FOV. Gulag Showers are going to be making its 2020 original looking return. Capture the flag will be your way to exit in overtime. So excited about that. This is interesting. It does specify that Rebirth Island is your only returning Resurgence map, which makes me believe, are we going to be getting a new Resurgence map, or are they just going to let us live with Rebirth for a while? Because that's all anybody likes to play, no matter how good or bad the map is. I take that back. We like Vondel. I like Vondel. I don't know about anybody else. BR, of course. This is BR Casual. I do stand corrected. I'm sorry. So BR Casual is going to be 120 players, 28 bots. I do see this being kind of a problem. I do see this being sweaty at some point, because somebody's going to go in here and try to make it look like they dropped like an 80 kill game or something like that. And yeah, I would put a level cap on this, just to be honest. That'll be interesting to see how this goes. But yeah. High Trip. Players can look forward to a new limited time event, highly inspired by this time of year, that being 420. Join your squad in a joint effort to light up your enemies and blaze the trail to victory. Details will be rolled out closer to the event date. Of course, BR is going to 150 players. Quad, you'll be 152 players, so you'll have 2 more players in the map. Nothing really crazy. Plunder, your player count's 100 people. I think that's similar to the old days. Warzone Boot Camp, 44 players, 20 real players, 24 bots. This is going to be your playlist for the 3rd through the 10th, because remember, starting today, actually, at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Warzone's dead, so when you're watching this video, I'm making this video the night before, but when you're watching this video, this Warzone's dead now. Ranked play will be back mid-season. I thought they were going to make us wait till season 4, mid-season. Free fall shooting. I'm not really excited about this, to be honest. I think it's just going to be pistols. This can be a very sweaty problem. Like, this is one thing that if they just didn't add it back would be cool, but I mean, I'm going to use it, but I don't think this is a necessary change. Now, what I do love and like big pat on the back for Call of Duty is this 360-degree revive rotation, which I believe if you play Apex, I believe it's Apex, it'll be similar to that. There's a game, there's a BR where you can do a 360-degree rotate. It's either Apex or Fortnite. While you're reviving, you can kind of look around, see if somebody's pushing you from behind, that sort of thing. That's what they're talking about. Here you can see the circle pacing. So circle 1 closes, it takes a minute. It takes 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe is what it's saying. 270 seconds, and so on and so forth. It just gives you a little bit of a breakdown of how long it takes to close. And this is talking about ascenders, which I've already touched on. The internal ones are going to be back right now. External will be back mid-season. Okay, so talking about your Gulag loadouts. For Circle 1, you'll get the Strider you'll get the Strider 22 with an extended mag 1, the 9mm with an extended mag 1, or the GS45 with an extended mag 1. Your Circle 2 options will be the C9 and the Strider with the same mag, an ASVAL, same pistol, same mag, PP919, same pistol, same mag, and they're just adjusting the lethals with between frag, thermite, and Molotov throughout the entire thing. You get the point. They just keep adding a extended mag 1. Then you get to this 4th and onwards, they're just going to add a quick draw grip, recoil springs, or compensator depending on what gun you got. This change right here, unsuppressed red dot distance in Rebirth is reduced to 112.5 meters, down from 250 meters. Floating loot. Look, I know there's a portion of the player base that doesn't understand why floating loot is a great thing. Look, there's a portion of the player base that I have physically seen myself now where guys are looking at the ground because they're trying to find loot. They're trying to make sure they get all the ammo, all the good guns, the plates, the money. Like, some players just aren't good enough to like run around like a chicken with their head cut off, sliding around, picking up stuff. They're not fluent in that, right? And this floating loot helps that. So if you're somebody that finds yourself looking at the ground a lot to find loot, this is going to help you in that aspect. This is also going to promote better centering with the floating loot. It kind of expands. It's going to promote better centering because centering helps you improve with the game, whether you realize it or not. I advise you to play a game tonight. Well, I advise that if you played a game last night, sorry, I'm making this video the day before. If you played a game last night or a game anytime during yours extend, find a recording of it, watch it back, look how you are when you're picking up plates, guns, UAVs and stuff like that, and you'll notice that if you're looking at the ground a lot, that'll change as you go into Verdansk with this floating loot coming back. Love that. They're adding some different stuff. So common to epic weapons now sport a selection of random attachments that align with the weapon's natural strengths. Legendary weapons come with a variety of fixed builds towards the specific roles that are randomly selected match over match. This change aims to maintain the excitement of random loot while preserving the reliability of weapon performance. High value loot zones are returning from Modern Warfare 3. Just going over some basic stuff right here. Second chance mechanics. They're all gone. Gulag redeploy tokens, reinforcement flares, and redeploy tokens all gone. Thank God. It's one death. Go to the Gulag, come back, you die again, you're done. And if you're playing solos, you're done. Unless you get a jailbreak. Speaking of which, Gulag victories, buy stations, jailbreak. Your only available options to come back. Self-revive kits. Those are going to be available through legendary supply boxes at random and scavenger contracts at random. Buy station it's $4,000. Fire sale it's free. Death tax. Cash dropped upon death has been adjusted to assist players returning from the gulag, providing them with a larger portion of their previous cash balance from mid to late game recovery. 50% of the cash balance will drop on the ground. 50% will remain with the eliminated player, up from 20%. Previously, 50% of the cash balance dropped on the ground, with players keeping 20 to 30% being entirely removed. So they're giving us more cash. Thank God. Loot angle is being changed. It's a quality of life change. Rarity outlines are being changed. Loot card positioning. This. Oh God. Y'all. So excited about this. Nobody is really sure why precision airstrike has been blurred out, because you can obviously see it's precision airstrike. You can obviously see it says kill streak. You can obviously see the price. Not sure why that's like a thing. But you can see some of the prices of equipment. Armor plate 300, cluster strike 3,000, PAs 5, UAV 6, Muni is 4, armor boxes 4, gas mask is 3, again self revive is 4, and loadout drops are $6,000 for solos. And they tell you here in a minute what it is for for quads. Okay, so solos it's $6,000, duos, trios, and quads it's $10,000 for a loadout marker. Squad mate redeploy $4,000. We're also going to get into that later in this video. But looking at Omni movement is getting a change. I believe this. I don't know if this is for all of Call of Duty. I'm going to be willing to bet this is just for Warzone. So crouch movement speed reduced by 10%. Crouch to stand speed reduced by 15%. Crouch to stand speed while ADS increased by 39%. Prone movement speed reduced by 5%. Sprint movement speed reduced by 4.9%. And directional sprint animation blend speed increased. Fluidity is increased. Jump cooldown reduced by 40%. So bunny hopping might be coming back. Omni sprint, slide, and back speed scaling reduced by 8.5%. Better balance strafe. That's to better balance strafe movement. Slide friction increased by 4% to reduce overly slippery engagements. Your recon contracts are going to be returning in their original form, the same way that they were back in the day with the circle and all that stuff. So looking forward to that. Contract multipliers. Each contract completed now grants 30+% cash bonus, stacking up to a maximum of 150 cash bonus if you're playing with multiple players. Tablets are going to be your contracts now instead of the laptops. Thank God, because I don't know how many times I walked into a building now and there's like a contract, but it's sitting on a shelf, and like the second shelf, and you have to lay down your stomach and all that stuff to get it, and then you stand up and somebody runs in and kills you because you had to do all that work to get a contract. Really stupid. Your contracts are going to be bounty contracts, most wanted, recon, scav, and supply run. I'm excited about this supply run. It's going to come back in its original form, but they are going to make you wait till the first circle for that. The spawning contracts rate, or it says contract spawn rates have been adjusted throughout the base battle royale to enhance distribution and improve overall gameplay balance. Your public events are going to be fire sale, jailbreak, loadout drop, and restock. Flyby, cash drop, contractor, rogue signal, runaway train, and recon flyover have all been disabled. You can keep all those and just give us these 4, and I'll be happy. Thermite is going to be making a return. If you weren't pleasured enough to use these originally, you missed out. But they're back. C4, Frag, Simtex, Molotov, Spring Mine, Thermite, and Throwing Knives are going to be available via like loot, like physically pick them up. Stim shots are not. That's interesting. Blast Trap, Combat Axe, Drill Charge, Impact Grenades, and Thermos are going to be available via customizable loadouts. Moving on, your armor satchels, I believe, are going to be in their original look and feel, and they're going to work in their original ways. This is a nice little change. We're getting field upgrade icons. This is like widgets. There we go. That's the word I was searching for. Widgets on each player's stuff, so you can see what your teammates have, and it kind of helps you out strategically. Your field upgrades you're going to be able to have are armor boxes, deployable covers, heartbeat sensors, muni boxes, recon drones, trophy systems, and utility boxes. That's the one that drops ammo and armor. Your portable decontamination stations, it says it's disabled, but I'm going to be willing to bet that we get those back later on. But we'll see. Heartbeat sensors are increased to 120 seconds from 60 seconds. Kill streaks are going to be advanced UAVs, cluster strikes, PAs, supply UAVs, and UAVs. Bunker busters is really the only one that I see that's been disabled that I'm really upset about, to be honest, because moving back to Verdansk, we could use that with those bunkers. You get a look at this, at some of the lootable perks. Is all lootable perks have been removed from Battle Royale as we return to classic feeling of Verdansk. These may return in a future update depending on feedback. So if you want the lootable perks back, give that feedback. I'm going to be willing to bet that we will get those back at some point because that is a big fan favorite, or at least it has been previously. Kilo 141, obviously, AMAX, obviously, HDR, Cali sticks, all obviously making their return, as well as the monolithic suppressor and the conversion kit. We've talked about that a bunch. A lot of this, they're just getting range nerfs. All the ARs are getting range nerfs. Again, range nerfs, range nerfs, range nerfs, range nerfs, range nerf, and then ADS speed's improved. You're getting, again, range nerf on all these guns, and except for the Jackal. Interesting. Got hammered in multiplayer, but in Warzone it's not. Interesting. Your compact, it got buffed for the most part, to be honest, but it's still kind of a nerf. It's in the middle. SKSV got nerfed. PP919 got nerfed. Your PPSH got nerfed. Your SOG got buffed, thank God. Your Tonto, or however you say it, again, range nerf. Shotguns all got buffed. It's pretty much just slight stuff. LMGs mostly got buffed in its entirety. Mostly it's like good stuff. Your marksman rifles, they all got buffed except for this TR2. Kind of got a range nerf, but a damage buff. So we'll see how that works. That tells me I might want to try that out, to be honest. Buff. And then your Car 98, the lower torso and upper arm multipliers increased to 0.95. From 0.95 to 1.2, and your leg multipliers are increased to 0.97. Your pistols buff, kind of. No, that's kind of a nerf. I'm not gonna lie to you. Damage nerf. Range buff. Buff for the Grekov. GS45, you got a damage nerf. Damage nerf for the Strider. So this Grekov just keeps getting buffed. That tells me they might want people to use it, to be for real with you. Your launchers, all buffs. We'll get to this. What is it? Joker here in a minute, though. Siren got buffed. Your classic vehicles, heli, cargo truck, Polaris, that's not a classic. LTV and ATV are all making a return in their original looks. Okay, so your ATV, this is your vulnerabilities. ATVs for launchers, grenades, traps, C4, thermites, Joker, in that order. One hit, one hit, one hit, one hit, 10 ticks, one hit. Your helis are going to be 1 to 2 hits, 2 hits, 1 hit, 1 hit, 13 ticks, 1 hit. Polaris is going to be 1 to 2 hits, 2 hits, 1 hit, 1 hit, 13 ticks, 1 hit. LTV, 1 to 2 hits, 2 to 3 hits, 1 hit, 17 ticks, 1 hit. Cargo trucks, 1 to 3 hits, 3 to 5, 1 to 2, 2 hits, 17 ticks, and then 1. Joker, kind of meta-ish. C4, if we get a throw distance buff at some point, that will be very meta-ish. Classic UI, like the way the Warzone victory screen is, the map, all classic UI. Adding this new ability to see the enemy's attachments. Sorry. Affected by is being added because honestly, they're just trying to save their own ass and help with the cheaters, because it's a severe problem of like false cheat reporting. You're getting these favorite like prioritized loadouts, which has already been a thing. Don't know why that's being added. Custom ping duration is being added. Classic cinematics music announcer has been re-recorded by the original announcer Julian Stone, but still same guy. Hit markers, including armor plates and brakes, death's door, footsteps and recordings, loot chests, buy stations, contracts, and UI sounds such as pings, splashes, and progressions. A bunch of adjustments to sound and stuff like that, basically reverting it back to its old ways, and then you get a load of bug fixes. I'm sorry that it seems like I'm just speeding through this, but I'm trying to get through this video very quickly, because wow, I mean, a lot of stuff, and I know you guys want to go play the new update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure you turn on those post notifications, that way you're notified to get you're notified every time I upload a video just like this. Hope you enjoy the season. Can't wait to get Verdansk tomorrow. I will be streaming that over on TikTok. Link down in the description down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.